Thank you, Shauna. I'm sitting there over here just talking to myself. Thank you, dear. I was uh I was reminiscing and talking about hey Renita. I'm gonna get you on here a little bit later, dear. Um I was talking about I was watching Killer Mike's live today. He was in the lab making some amazing music. It was good. Hold on, she said no volume. Is that me? No volume? God damn, hold on. Can you guys hear me? No volume? Hold on, let me go into here. Okay, Yadi says I can hear you. Okay. Shauna, can you hear me? Renita, can you hear me now? Okay, cool, 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 cool. Okay. Yeah, you know what, man? It's so I have two different things going. I have a camera up here, a camera down here, and the computer that I'm using is actually a Mac Mini. So basically, all you have to do is have the Mac Mini, and then set up however many screens you want. And so the camera that I'm using is this Osmo that's sitting right here in front of me. Um, it's like I wouldn't say top of the line, but I mean it's pretty cool for the most part. But it's in there. Um, it's pretty cool. I like it. But it's sitting right here and it's right in front of. Let me see. Let me move this over a little bit. See if this moves a little better. She said, "Yeah, you just got too much shit going on." Shauna, dear, you were right. I do. I got a lot going on. I usually always do. So I spent most of the day writing out my stuff. Actually, you know what, man? I slept most of the day. I was man, oh my god, I was so tired today. And then I bought some. I recently bought some blackout curtains. Game changer. Game changer. I'm telling you. Oh my god. My room was pitch black. Got up, got my guy his meds, got him something to eat, and laid back down for a little bit. Got up a little bit, read another book. Not the whole thing this time. I kind of had to have my brain focused to do this or whatever. So, but anyway, I read this book called "The Monk and the Riddle," and it was really good. Shauna, I think I sent you a passage out of that. Did you? Yeah, I think you liked it. Did you see that? The passage that I sent from that. But anyway, it's a really good book. It was it you think it was about a monk in a riddle, but it really wasn't. On the black. Oh yeah, that's what I'm saying. The blackout curtains is crazy. Okay, hold on. Link. Oh, okay, hold on. Uh Jessica, go into my if you go into the description, go into the description and there should be a link in there. Unfortunately I gotta test it out on you because I don't know if it actually works. Let me know. If it doesn't, let me know. Because whatever I have you go through, I would have to have Renita do the same thing. Whatever. But the premise of the book was basically just asking one question, which is whatever you're doing, would you be willing to do it for the rest of your life? Which I thought like, man, like at first I'm like, who would answer that question? But then as the book progressed forward, I was kind of thinking like, and then once he explained it, and he said that if you were to pass on tomorrow and you were doing what you're doing right now, would you still want to be doing that today although you know that you're going to be gone tomorrow? And I mean, it's a really powerful question to think about that. And he's not saying like would you be willing to do this when you know you about to leave tomorrow? It's just saying if tomorrow were your last day, would you be willing to do what you're doing right now? So hold on, I don't see the link in the description. Okay, let me, dude. Okay, give me a. Okay, that's what's up. Give me a second. I'll get it sent over to you. Hold on. Okay. So invite guest. Give me a second. Renita, I may have to have you. Renita, do you have my number? I'm gonna look in my phone to see if I don't know if I have your phone number in my stuff, but I think I still have you in. Let me see if I have you in my okay, there you are. I got you on Messenger. So let me see if I can let me see if I can add you to Messenger. So the reason why we're gonna be adding Renita. Oh, good God. It's because we're gonna do some live coaching / Q&A with her. Give me 1 second. I very much appreciate you guys. I promise you I do. Okay, let's see if I can find you in here. Boom, hold on, dear. I think I got you. Okay, I'm gonna send that to you now. Oh wow, it said a message here. A message occurred. Hmm. Okay. Yeah. You may have to. DM me. That's what's up. Yeah. You may have to DM me, and I may have to just get it to you from there. But give me a second. Let's kind of get everything going over here. Hold on 1 second. Sorry about that. I didn't want to be coughing and all that mess in y'all ear and shit. All right. So without further ado, I'm gonna go ahead and start everything off, and then we'll go ahead and make our introductions and all that stuff in a couple seconds. Give me a minute, and we'll get started. All right, what's going on, you guys? It's myself and Jessica on the ones and twos. I don't know if she'll be in.
Oh, there I am.
All right.
Hi.
What's going down? So so we have Renita as well. That's going to be assisting and coming on and all that good stuff or whatever. Hold on, no. Hold on, Latana's watching. Okay, so all right. So anyway, so Renita, yeah, if you wanna, I here, let me get you. I'm gonna give you my phone number. See, again, this is that trial and error shit. You gotta see. If I'd have been thinking about this before, I would have actually knocked it out beforehand. But I mean, when you mess up, man, you just gotta hit that reset button and keep riding with it, right? All right, ma'am, I'm gonna give you my number. Send me a text message, and I will get you on here. I'm pretty sure that I have you in my other phone. Like Kevin Gates, I do have two phones. Technically, I got three. Hold on. I got this little thing right here. This is, I will call it a burner phone, but it's in my name, so How could it be a burner phone? You know what I mean? But I do actually have the phone that I use right now. This one is a an iPhone, and then the other one I have is an Android, the one with the Note pen. That's like the last one. Man, I love those things. Ironically enough, I don't write in them though, but whatever. All right, so send me a text message, Renita, and then we'll kind of get going from there. So anyway, how are you guys doing before I even get started? What's going on? What are you guys up to? Shauna, how was your day today? I haven't talked to you much. Jessica, what were you up to today? I know you were resting a little bit, so what else were you up to?
I took the kids to the Croc Center.
Oh, sweet, okay.
We went swimming, and it was pretty fun.
That's what's up.
How was your day?
Man, I sat here and did this most of the day. I'm not gonna lie to you, man. I don't get tired of doing this. I love it. I just do this. That's honestly what I did today. I talked to Yachty for a little bit today, and you, and I just been kind of just pushing, man, pushing along. I was on the phone with my co-host Brian from the other show that we do called Trial and Error. Oh, you know what, man? I forgot to even to introduce myself. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Fearless Cummings. I am hold on, sorry about that. Bunch of people coming through. I am a certified life coach. Been coaching for about 23 years or so. Here's a quick warning. I'm kind of like a no nonsense type of coach. So if you get offended easily, this is probably not for you. I use the fuck word excessively. I will talk about you relentlessly. I mean, in a good thing, in a good way, not like bad. Like, I'm not going to bully you or nothing like that. I don't believe in that shit. But I do believe in tough love. And I think that a lot of the problems that we have are not based on what we think about, but how we think about them. So here's the thing. As a job, I need you guys to bring your dreams, goals, aspirations, problems, and curiosity. As your host, as your life coach, my job is to give you tools, tips, strategies, and know-how. That's it. When we branch those things together, we are going to accomplish a lot of good shit. Okay? And here's the cool thing. There's going to be a lot of work, right? But then at the end of the day, you guys get to take the credit for it, not me. So, and so anyway, yeah, man, I had a pretty good day. Very relaxing. I didn't do shit much today. I didn't. And I applied. Okay. Did you? Miss Shauna said that I applied. I know what you're talking about. I'm not going to put your business out there, but that's what I'm talking about. That is what I'm talking about. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. And again, that's not just some what is that word? I wrote it up today. It's not a platitude. Like, that's gratitude, man. That's what's up. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, Shauna, do you mind if I put a little bit of your business out? Just a little bit. Tell me if I can or not. Because if I can't, hold on, I was so stressed. Oh, I know you was. What's up, Jerry? It's nice to see you, my guy. Shauna, you don't need to feel bad by living your truth, yo. That's not on you. You know what I'm saying? Guilt and shame, man. Those things are that's not on you. So Shauna has been wanting to, she's been kind of in a, I don't want to say an abusive type of relationship with her job, but she just feels like, you know what, man, there's been time to move on for some time. And she went on ahead, pulled that trigger, and applied for somewhere else to go. You know, one of the things I'm going to be teaching you guys, not tonight, but soon, is hold on, matter of fact, it's based off of this book here. I don't know if you guys can see it. Let's see if you can. I don't know. Jessica, can you see this? I don't know if you can or not.
Yeah. I mean,
okay,
really.
so, yeah, probably not that good. But the book is called this book is called Exit, Voice, and Loyalty. And Exit, Voice, and Loyalty is about why do people stay in situations, mainly economic situations or working for different companies, this and the other, or whatever. But he talks about um, people staying, right? Leaving, speaking up, hey man, I don't like this and the other. And why people stay is because of loyalty. And sometimes you might just neglect everything that's going on, or what I call ignore. And Yadi, I know that I've taught you several of these skills as well. So you're more than welcome to chime in if you like. But Shauna spoke up, said exactly what she said her piece. She ignored it for a little bit of time. Now she says something, and now she's hopefully going to be leaving that situation and going somewhere else that's more conducive to her mental health in general. So again, man, when we get tired of shit, say something. Again, because if you just left, ain't nobody gonna know why you just left. If you quit a job, sometimes depending on the job, if you go and talk to your supervisor, if you go talk to the owner, if you go talk to somebody that's above you, they might want to keep you there. They may not necessarily know that they have actually been offending you in any way, right? Because if you don't say shit, you don't get shit. And most of us are like, oh, but they don't care anyway. You don't know they don't care. Did they tell you that they don't care? Right? Now, Shauna, on the other hand, knows for a fact they don't care because she done said something. Well, if you say something and the behavior persists, then you have a choice. Because you said something, you can stay, or now you can leave. Or the fourth thing is ignore it, right? And stay anyway. So I don't know, man, but either way, Shauna, congratulations. Congratulations. Jerry, what are you up to, my guy? I see you over there. For anybody coming in, please say hello. You don't necessarily need to tell me your name, but just say hi. I mean, it's kind of polite to come into a house and say hello to a person, right? So, Miss Jessica, today we are going to be. I set this up just a little differently.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to tell people off top, what it is. Hold on one sec. I think Renita is. Oh, okay, yeah, no. Hold on. Okay. Hold on. Thank you, Renita. Hold on one sec. Let me. Okay, so Renita, I can't call you, because my phone's already in use. Well, this one is, and I would have to get up and go get my other one. I'm not doing all that. So give me a second. I will text you when I'm ready. Give me a second. Okay, oh, that's not working. All right, hey, just give me a little bit. And we'll do it on our next break. All right, so I want to kind of show you guys what we're working on today. Today we're going to be working on 8 steps to build character. Now I know that this might seem boring, but I swear to God, it is not. Character is that thing that people see and know you for. Integrity is something different. We'll talk about that in a little while, but character, that's some that god damn, did I really just shut it off? Of course I did. Give me a second. Dude, sometimes, man, just so should be so annoying sometimes. Anyway, all right, so we're gonna boom. So again, I wanted to write this in here because some of the stuff that comes out of my mouth, man, I really want to make sure that um that you guys know exactly who I am and 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 what I'm doing. Hey, what's up? What's up, Benny? What's going on, my guy? Genevieve, how's it going? How are you? Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Well, I know you can hear me. Hey guys, can you guys hear me on there? Let
I'm
me.
watching the live on Facebook. We can hear
Oh,
you.
okay, perfect. All right, perfect. Thank you. So I have this in here, Jessica, because I got a couple comments or whatever. It's like, man, some of the stuff you say is like really cool, this and the other, but man, some of the stuff is a little offensive. And I'm like, here's the thing. My objective is not to offend anyone by any means, but at the same time, I'm also going to hold you to a whole different standard than somebody else is. And if you come into my home, my page, this is what you get. So
Who did
again,
you
like,
offend? That is weird.
yeah, I know that it would be, but I was talking to somebody who had actually DM me. Actually, it's a couple different people. I'm not going to shout their names out or nothing like
I
that.
know.
But again, I'm just kind of like, nah, and I appreciate you, for telling me or whatever. But and one of the things that he said was, hey, could you at least put something up to let people know that, hey, you're not one thing, you're something a little different. And I said, you know what, I can at least do that. So I wanted to make sure that I put it up there from the bungee that as a
I
life
don't
coach,
think you said anything offensive yet.
you know what, I don't know. And I think that maybe it's my gratuitous use for the fuck word,
I don't know.
which,
But it can be worse, folks.
hey, it can be.
It
I,
could
I,
be
I,
so much worse.
I can go down that rabbit hole of fuck shit.
Yeah.
Believe you me, I can take you there.
So when
But
he
I'm not.
says warning,
Yes,
believe him. It
yes,
can be worse.
it could be worse. And here's the thing: I'm just giving you guys just a love tap of shit. You guys should be happy. I'm not giving you the whole kit and caboodle. I'm just saying, I can go down that path.
Yeah, he gave
But
me the whole kit and caboodle today, and I didn't like it.
yeah, I mean, I had to. I'm just saying, like I had to. But at the same time, though, it. But think about it, and please reiterate just a little bit. What I said to you may have been offensive at first, but listening to the rest of it, all of it, you kind of gain an understanding of not only what I'm trying to do, but what I'm doing for our whole team in general. Not just for me, Axe Fearless, but this is also for my girl Yachty. This is also for Matt. This is also for Brian. This is also for any and everybody who functions with us in general, right? So when I say that I want to succeed, I'm not talking about me. I'm talking about we, all of us. But that also means that whatever I say that I'm going to do, I have to do it regardless. And that means that everybody who's around me don't say some shit because I'm going to hold you to that. Just like I need you to hold me to that same exact standard. Otherwise, we ain't doing each other no favors. That goes for Jessica. That goes for Yachty. That goes for Shauna. That goes for Jerry, Genevieve, all y'all. Whatever we say that we're going to do, we got to do it off top. I mean, whether you're making money or not. And again, not everything's about business, but and again, this is what we're talking about, those 8 steps to building an unshakable character, right? And the great thing is that you can fuck up, you can fall off that proverbial hill and get back on it, right? I mean, you can always do that. So, what do you think about that, Jessica? What do you think?
I mean, I agree. We definitely
Okay.
have to hold each other accountable. Otherwise, some people need that push, though.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not everybody needs
No,
that
no,
push,
no,
but some people
no,
need that push.
nope. And I'm okay with that. You know what I'm saying? I'm okay with that. As long as we say that we're going to do what we do, I'm with it. And again, if you can't do it, then that's one thing. One of the things that my truth today, I was talking to Jessica about this earlier when we were having our dispute on some stuff, and I had to call her back, and I wrote this stuff down. So it's not like I was just talking shit, but I'm just like, hey, um, and I wrote down that I found that I did not want to sell books only after I spent all that money, all that time, all that resources. I I, I built a whole entire fucking store in a very short period of time, only to find out that like, no, I'm good on that. I'm cool. And it wasn't like it was, I mean, maybe it was a few things that happened or that went on that transpired that got me to believe that or think like that. But here's the thing. I will always be involved with books in general. Look behind me. You know what I'm saying? Like I love it. I'm the book guy. I love to read. I will advise you. I will suggest certain books to read. Matter of fact, we're going to be talking about uh, top 10 of my top favorite books within the next however long, right? Not today, but probably in the next few days or so. So I'm always be involved in that. But that doesn't mean that I need to sell them. I don't mind buying them. I don't mind being a consumer, right? I don't have to produce them. I just need to consume them. That's my thing, right? And understanding that, I'm not gonna lie to you, it kind of freed me a little bit, understanding that. I wish I'd have known it a little bit before, but I know it now. It's just like Shauna, she's like, nah, man, I'm cool on this shit. I want to go somewhere else. I want to go do something else. Just like you too, Jessica. When did you tell me? Like, dude, I don't know if I want to consistently keep being an SLP. I think that I want to be a mom. You know, so I don't think there's anything wrong with discovering who the fuck we are and then living on that. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes that shit's gonna suck and it's gonna be hard, but that's what we're here for, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So again, for those of you just stopping in, my name is Fearless Cummings. I'm a certified life coach, been coaching for about 23 years or so. My job is to give you some tools, techniques, strategies, and the know-how to get through your dreams, goals, aspirations, or problems. Without further ado, today we're going to be talking about the 8 steps to build some character. Ask questions at any time. Like I'm an open book. I don't give a shit. And here's another thing. I should have put this in. I was talking to Yadi about this earlier, and I don't know if I actually put it in or not, but hopefully I did. But so the first things first is repetition is key. Anything worth knowing and teaching, learning, or understanding revolves around this one word. It's repetition. Everything revolves around it. Okay? Everything. So let's get into this. So this is the 9th day of my 100th day of free coaching, training, and questions. Okay? Here's the thing. I want you guys to understand this. This to me, this is so crazy because I charge a lot of money to clients, colleagues, and other coaches for what I'm giving you for fucking free. For free. You can ask any question for however long. My son's not here tonight, so we can run this motherfucker however long you want to. For free. Thousands of dollars of information I'm just giving you. I had a lady call me earlier. That's what I was going to tell you, Jessica. I had a lady call me earlier today, and she had actually heard about me from someone else. But I'm not. I didn't get the info of where she heard about me from, but but apparently she had found me on Facebook, started watching a few of the videos or whatever that are on Axe Facebook, Axe Fearless on YouTube. And she called me and she was like, "Hey, you know, I love your work, this and the other. I was referred to you by this other person, but I just so happened to see one of your videos, and then I watched like 3 or 4 of them. And she said, like, I love what you're doing. I would like to hire you." And I said, you know, listen, ma'am, I'm giving this stuff away for free. So if you want to join and get it all right now for free, you're more than welcome. She said, no, that's fine too, but I'd rather pay to have you as my coach. I see what you've done. I want in. I said, okay. And I charged her what I charged. And I'm like, again, and I kept trying to tell her, ma'am, you can just come for free. Ask me whatever questions you want for free.
I mean, she can still do that, and
correct.
some people
Correct.
need that individualized coaching, though.
And that's cool. And I love that. And I was like, all right, cool. So, and again, guess how much I charge? What I charge, which again, it's not cheap. It's not cheap for the package that she picked. $3,999, $3,997.99. I mean, for watching 4 videos. I mean, and again, I was trying to give it to her for free, but that's what you want. So cool. Not a problem. Let's go. So again, for most of y'all, I'm trying to give you this shit. Take it or don't. Either way, it doesn't matter to me. I will make my stuff over there. We got what? We got 91 more of these to go. After that, I am going to crack your ass in price. So take it as you can. If you know people who are going through some shit, send them through. Let's go. Like, come on, man. This is what I do. Let's go. All right. So without further ado, please, ladies and gentlemen, go grab yourself a pen, a pad, or whatever you need to go get focused. Get yourself some snacks, drinks. I need you to bring your dreams, goals, aspirations, problems, and curiosity. And I need that pen and pad so you can write your shit down. Now, like Jesse said that I don't write, I swipe. I'm not going to lie to you. What I thought she meant by swiping was like when you swipe left or swipe right. She was talking about swipe as in like your keyboard swipe. Sorry, Jesse. My fault.
Yeah, I don't know how you confused that.
I don't know. Maybe that's where my mind.
Right.
Maybe that's where my mind was. She's like, "Hey, I'm swiping left." I don't know. I don't know what it was. That's what I thought. All right. So anyway, write your shit down. Right. Look at me. I'm always writing. My best friend next to my buddy Jess, my buddy Evan. Hey, look at this right here. You see this? You see what this is? A pen and pad. Keep one on you. This thing has made me at least $10,000. At least. This one, the other one made me a little bit more. Take some of them ideas down. Write some shit down. Write your goals down. What do you expect from it? All right. Or a screenshot. Right. Everything you see on here, screenshot the shit. Or you can rewatch the video. Fuck, I don't know. Do you? All right. All right. So the very first thing is I want people to understand what I do versus what I do not do. Okay. And I think that this is very important because a lot of people get it misconstrued that a lot of us as life coaches, we're just happy, joy, just willing to go in and sit down and help you just figure it out. You got me fucked up. So, number one, this is what I do not do. I am not here to motivate any of you. That's not who I am. That's not what I do. If you need motivation to do your dream, goal, or aspiration, then that's probably not your dream, goal, or aspiration that you should be doing. Do you know what I'm saying? Jessica, do you agree?
I agree.
Okay. If I got to motivate you, then it's not for you. Okay. I'm not going to coddle you or sugarcoat shit. We too grown for that. If I'm not going to do it for an 11-year-old with my last name, you think I'm going to do it for you? No, ma'am. No, sir. The other thing is that I do not feed false positivity. What does that mean? That basically means that you're fucking up and I'm telling you, hey, man, it's going to be okay. No, it's not. Extreme ownership is extreme ownership. Okay? The other thing is I'm not going to let you stay stuck in your story. We all have a certain narrative. And the cool thing is that once you learn accountability and responsibility, you know that you can change your narrative whenever you feel the need to. It's not always yours. Like I said, it's not what you think about, it's how you think about it. Okay? The other thing is that you're not broken. You ain't broke. You might be financially, spiritually, emotionally, all that stuff. You're not. You're not. So I don't need to fix you because you're not broke. A little bent, a little fucked up. But I think that could be said for all of us. Now, what am I here to do? All right. So I'm here to walk you through, right? I'm here to give you some tools, techniques, strategies, and how to. How do we do this? How do we put these techniques and skills into action, right? If you have a problem, how do we take what you just taught me into that? Now, before the last 8 of these things that I was doing, I was just talking shit about people. I wasn't really giving you guys a know-how or a particular step in what we do, right? From now on, we're going to change all that shit. The other thing is that I will guide you through the principles, not platitudes. Platitudes, right? Gratitude, not platitude, right? Platitude is that shit that people just say, oh man, it's going to be all right. Or they'll be like, man, it is what it is. That's a fucking platitude, which I'm not necessarily saying that it's not. But I think that if you stand on some shit and you know what you stand on and why you stand on it, that's going to get you through a whole lot more than you just thinking that God works in mysterious ways. See what I mean? We're not doing that shit. All right, so my job is also to help you build a certain code of character. If I'm known for anything, it is that having a certain set of principles in which you stand on. One of my favorite shows was The Wire. One of my favorite characters was Omar. And I'll probably do a whole segment just on that dude, dead ass. But Omar was a guy who ripped and run. He robbed drug dealers. He didn't live in one particular place. He lived what he would call in the wind. That dude shot people. He killed people. He did all kinds of shit. But Omar had a code that he would never break. Never. One of those codes was that he never used profanity. He didn't really like people that use that either.
What? But he killed people,
But he
wasn't
killed.
cut.
Yes,
Come on.
he killed people, but never used profanity. Because again, okay, so that was one thing. Number two, again, like I said, he robbed drug dealers, right? He would only rob people that could come after him. So if you were just starting off, he wasn't gonna touch you because you weren't worth him. You weren't worth his time. He only went after people that were competition to him, and it was usually just him. He didn't walk around with a bunch of people. When he would come get you, he came alone, right? The other thing is the respect that man had for people who wasn't in the game. If you didn't sell anything, you had nothing to worry about from him. He was a psycho and a genocidal sociopath on his own people, yes. But he still had a certain code of ethics that he would not break for anybody. Anybody. And that is how I have tried to live my life since the day that I had to sleep in that fucking car. Once I understood that the principles and the code that I live by wasn't it, and I had to create something else, this dude arrived. Sorry. All right, what's the other thing? All right, my job is to challenge your perspective, not your worth. Each and every one of you are worth. You are beyond measure of price. You understand what I'm saying? You're beyond measure of price. But what I am telling you is that the way you see shit is fucked up. Right? If you're not where you want to be, I can almost assure you that it's probably how you thought about getting there in general. So again, I'm not going to judge on what you think about because I don't give a fuck. That's on you. I got my own weird shit. But I will help you figure out how to think about it. That's it. Okay. All right. So I will also hold you accountable for the shit that we said that we're going to do. That's it. But that's also one of my principles to myself. Right? Like I said before when we first started this, everything starts with you first. If you ain't willing to do it, you can't expect somebody else to be willing to do it too. Yes, that's why that lady pays me so much. Anyway, so number one, accountability. We always talk about this before we start anything. The state of being answerable, liable, responsible. Answerable means I don't blame nobody else and no excuses. Liable means I keep my fucking word. That's it. Keep your word. If you can't do something, you can't do something. Especially if it's outside of your purview. You can't do it, right? But if it's on you, then it's on you. Last thing, responsibility, do what's right. And you know what's right. You don't need a law to tell you what's right and wrong. You know it. Come on now. Number two, responsibility, the state of being answerable for what's in your control. Think about that. What's in your control, right? And again, like I'm always talking about, your control. You need to know where it starts and stops, right? You get that? We'll get the other parts. Energy, choices, emotions. You can even say energy is time. I don't say time because time is outside of you. You can't control that, right? So again, responsibility is something that is within your control. If you don't control it, then you can't be responsible for it. I can't be responsible if it starts fucking lightning and thundering outside. I don't control that. But I can be responsible for whether I get rained on by going in the fucking house. That's how that works. Okay, let's go to the next one. Like I said before, repetition is key. You already know what it is. All right, question. How long does it take to form a repetitive habit? Yachty, what is the answer? I'm gonna ask you too, Jessica, what's the answer? And I swear for God, you better get this right.
It's like 22 to. It's like 22 to 66 days or something.
What?
21.
What? In any skill or behavior, what do you guys think? Is she right? How
21 to
long?
66 days.
Oh man, she said she seems to be right on it. I'm just saying she seems to be right on it. 66 days is what Yadi said. Shauna, dear, what do you think? Renita, what do you think? Renita, what do you think? I want to know. Jerry, you wasn't here yesterday. What do you think? How long does it take to actually learn something or to make it a habit? Ah, look at that. She said 22. Okay, Shauna said 30 days. Okay. Renita, you still with us? How long do you think, dear? Jerry said 28 days. Okay. Okay. All right. So here we go. Drum roll, please. 21 to 66 times. So it's not necessarily that like the days, but when you're doing something so often, that's how many times you need to do it. That's how long something needs to take or that you need to do to become yeah, she chose enough. Yeah. 21 to 66 times. Yes. That's what it is, y'all. So, in order to learn a particular skill or behavior, it's going to take you about that amount of time. Now, 90 days for an actual like habit to form. I mean, that's people say that that's kind of what it is today. I think they say anywhere between 66 and even longer, but it also depends on the purpose, on the person. But yeah, so I think that here's the thing. Any of the times that you guys said is all right. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I think that they're all right. You know what I'm saying? So technically you guys are all right. So anywhere from 21 to 66 times, or even hell, even 90. I might even change it. Right? But again, it has to be more than fucking 5. It has to be more than 10 sometimes. Right? Okay, I'm just about to sing. Okay, good job. Okay, so here's the other thing. Please ask any questions, as many questions as humanly possible, please. I mean, this is how we learn shit. Get in, get out. Again, for those of you just arriving, my name is Fearless Cummings. Thank you for coming and welcome to Ask Fearless. I will be your host and international jewel thief. Can I say that? Can I say international? I'm going to say it. I'm just messing with you. I'm your neighborhood life coach. I've been coaching for about 23 years. And again, warning, if you're not here to learn and to grow, you should probably go somewhere else. And if you are easily offended, you should probably not be here. I'm just throwing it out there. As a host, my job is to bring you tools, tips, strategies, and how to for your dreams, goals, aspirations, problems, and curiosity. We should be banding and working together. Okay? That's how this works. All right. So without further ado, again, excuse me, grab yourself a pen and pad. I'm saying it again because some of you don't like to. Get something to fucking write with. There's something that happens when you write your shit down. I'm just gonna be honest with you. Write it down. Tablets. Damn, I forgot to take that off. If you need a tablet or drink or your snacks, Jessica, how you doing on your stuff? You good?
Yep.
Okay. Any questions before we get started, or anything you want to say before we?
No, let's get into it.
Can we get into it? I should put some music on there or screenshot the shit like I said before. All right. So today's thing, whatever, as the banner's going across, is 8 steps to build character, principles for integrity, strength, and authentic living. Sorry, presented by the one and only President of the United States, Fearless T. Cummings. All right, so number one, define your core values. One of the things we're going to be discussing, probably even tomorrow, might be, is how do we understand? How do we elicit our values? Hold on, make things out too. Okay, how did it make you feel? Thank you for saying that. Okay, so I can go into that. Um, Renita's question was, how did it make you feel after going through all you did to open up the store, only to realize that you didn't want it? She said, I do it all the time. Here's the thing. I think that one of the things that we do, and I'm gonna write this down. Um, um, Hold on one sec. So I think that what we do is we tend to confuse hobby versus purpose. A hobby is just something. What is the definition of a hobby, Jessica? Because we just talked about this today. Matter of fact, you looked it up. What is the
Hmm.
definition of a hobby?
It was something that you do in your spare time.
Something that you do in your spare time. You see what I'm saying? So it's not something that you do all the time. I mean, yeah, your hobbies could be something that you do all the time in your spare time, but a hobby doesn't necessarily equate to profit or purpose, right? What I'm doing right now, one could consider this to be a hobby before I made any money. Today, the IRS states that if you don't make a certain amount of money with your thing, that you just have a hobby. Okay. And I think on a personal level, that's what it was. Like I love to read. Like I said, you can look behind me. I got books everywhere in my house. Everywhere. That's my thing. But that does not necessarily mean that my hobby is my purpose. Right? I mean, I love it. But I don't necessarily think that I want to sell books all the time. That's not my thing. What I'm doing right now, coaching, reading, teaching, uh, learning, doing all this shit, this is my thing. This is mine. I don't mind consuming books. I don't mind being a consumer of books, but being a producer of them, no, I'm okay with that. And yeah, it sucks to realize that, damn man, I put all this time and this and the other into it. But Renita, the one thing that we have to remember is that you're not gonna know unless you put it out there, unless you do it. You see what I'm saying? There's a huge difference between, and I'm gonna write this down too. Um, Regret versus remorse, right? And regret is something that you didn't do. Remorse is something that you did do. Personally, I would rather die with remorse than I would regret. Because regret, for the most part, is something that I did outside of me. Regret is something that I didn't do at all. Jessica, I can hear you on that. Do you agree or disagree? What are your thoughts on that?
I disagree
Okay.
because I feel like if you have remorse for something, you fucked up.
Right, because you did something.
But it
You
could
can't.
be something bad. It could be something horrible or negative. I think
Okay.
it's situational.
Very much so. But means that you never did it in the first place.
But remorse is more of like a you. It's like a hurt type of regret.
Yes, but it's something that you did. You see what I'm
But you
saying?
can still have regrets on things that you did.
Yeah, most of the time they're usually shit that you didn't do. Not most of the time that people have them, man, I wish I would have done this. I wish I would have done that. Man, I wish I would have said this to her. You don't have remorse for that. You have regret for that. You know? And again, and this is what I love about this because again, this is how I look at it. Y'all might see it totally different. What about you, Shauna? What about you, Jerry? Do you agree with my sentiment with regret versus remorse, or do you agree with Jessica? Or shit, do you have what is your interpretation? What's your definition of them? I would love to hear that. I would love to know that. But no, thank you about that, Renita.
Okay, sorry, I had a child talking to me. Can you repeat? Were you asking me a
No, I was
question?
nope, nope. I was asking everybody else if they agreed with myself or you, or what is their definition for those things. Oh, thank you. Hey, Genevieve. My biggest regret in life has to do with what I did do. Okay.
See, that's me.
Okay.
The things that I did, the people I dated, or the jobs I did, or the things I allowed people to do to me, those are my biggest regrets, were things that I did do. I don't want to die feeling remorseful about anything because that means that I did something wrong, like to somebody else. That's what I
Okay.
think when I hear remorse.
Okay. No, and I love that. I love that. That's cool. Like I again, like and again that makes me have to re-question myself. I'm like, okay, well, hold on. They may be into something. Hold on. I associate I love Renita saying she said I associate remorse with guilt and shame of that and shame of an action. Oh, I may have to borrow that. What do you think about that, Jessica? What do you think about that, Chana? What do you think about that, Genevieve? What do you think about that, Jerry? What do you think? What do you think about that, Yachty? Benito? Like, what are you guys thinking about that? That's some deep shit to me. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, hold on. She said, "Yep, I allowed someone to take advantage of me, and I regret that." Okay, I got you. I got you. Okay. For me, will not be taking the okay. For me, it would be not taking the opportunity. I feel that would kill me more because forgetting what I did do is not like hold on. It's not learning from my mistakes. Okay. Okay, I totally understand that. I get that. So I mean, so she kind of looks at it the same way that I do. Jerry said deep shit right there. Okay, I love that. Okay, look at you guys all agreeing with each other. I love that shit, man. That's what's up. That's deep. That's deep. So I mean, so our core values. God damn, I'm sorry. Hold on. So so sorry, to define our core values, again, like I'm always saying, man, knowing what you stand on, choosing those values and those guides that just to be decisive instead of being indecisive of what it is that you want, and aligning your actions with what you do, right? And that's a part of that, defining those core values. And again, same shit that we were just talking about when it comes to our hobbies versus our purpose, regret versus remorse. I mean, shit. When I look at those things or whatever, that's kind of what I'm looking at. But listening to what you guys were talking about, dude, I may have to go back and re-examine that. I love that. All right, so number two, taking radical responsibility. Again, that is a huge part of, I think, life period in general. Own your actions and your outcomes. No blaming, no excuses. Accountability builds that type of trust. But again, like I said, responsibility is what is based on knowing when your shit starts, where you start, and where it stops, right? And it also is within something that's within your control, right? If you think about, again, going back to remorse versus regret, and as Renita talked about, um, that personal guilt versus shame, right? If you think about shame, for instance, you're from my standpoint, you can't feel shame. You can't feel the shame of somebody else. You're not going to, because now whatever they did, that's on them. You might feel a certain way about it, but can you feel shame for someone else? That's outside of your control. You know what I mean? Now you can feel shameful about some shit you did. Very much so. You can be embarrassed for another person, like that. But again, there you go with empathy and sympathy, right? Sympathy is feeling sorry for another individual. Empathy is, damn, I've been there before. Ugh, I can feel that. Yeah, that stings. Somebody says, "Hey man, my mom just died." Ugh, my mom died too. Yeah, I'm sorry about that. I sympathize with you there. I empathize with you, right? Okay, give it to me. She said that you can still have remorse for things outside of your control. Okay, how? Give me some examples. I would love to. I would love some examples. So, what do you guys think about that? Can you have remorse for things outside of your control? Okay, hold on. Shauna, what do you think about that? Can you have remorse for something outside of your control? What do you think about that, Jessica? Are you there? I do. Like, yeah, never mind. So I think she had to leave or something. It's all good. What do you guys think? I would love to know. Okay, what are we talking about? Okay, remorse for things outside of your control. Okay. Hold on, I think it's like a 2 minute delay or something like that. So I'm gonna kind of wait for a second, wait for you guys to get on. I mean, shit. I mean, dude, this is a place to do it. I don't see why not. You know, I mean, again, do whatever you feel is comfortable. Talk about whatever you feel comfortable talking about. There's no pressure and no shit like that here by no means. And you are literally one of the and this is no platitude, you are one of the most down to earth, realist, um uh what other word would I use? You're extremely pragmatic, Genevieve. You are very pragmatic. So bring it out. Say what you need to say. Give me an example for what you mean by that, because I for me personally, I don't see it that way. Renita says, I think that you can, because say your child commits a murder, okay? As a parent, you can become remorseful for what your child. There it is, okay? I get that. Okay. Okay. I totally see that. You know, and again, I mean, that goes back into that empathy for, like, man, putting myself in somebody else's shoes, feeling that pain that they're going through, right? Because we're all connected, you know. What about you, Shauna? If Big Caden did some shit that you couldn't take back, would you feel remorse for that? She said, I can also feel shame for the way another person's acting. Okay, I would disagree with that, but I understand that though. I understand that. Let me let me look at, because one of the things that I love, ladies and gentlemen, is I love, hold on. Oh wow. Okay. That is some shit that happens outside of you, within you, right? And that shit was out of you, correct. Okay. Correct. Right. No, I hear you on that. I hear you on that. She said that I was pursued by someone that purposely infected with HIV. Yo, yo. And I feel you on that. So yeah, no, I totally get that shit. So, and I mean, I'm sure that, and Genevieve, please stop me if I'm going too far or whatever. But was it a thing of, was it a thing of force, or like you just didn't know, then it happened, and then you found out later on after being tested? Because my question is again, you know what I'm saying, and I'm not trying to be offensive by no means, but if you're still if I was messing with a person, right, and I don't know anything about said, hold on, let me say my walk is done. Right. And my question is that if I'm messing with somebody and I have no idea about their sexual provocations or whatever they got going on, I'm always in the back of my mind and in the front of my mind thinking, if I mess with this person, I need to go get tested. And then that's something that we can possibly go do together. And if I mess with you, I assure you, I go get tested pretty quickly. You see what I'm saying? So hold on one sec. Okay. Okay. So she said, nope, a wolf in sheep's clothing. Now, here's another question. I do know, um, Genevieve, was this person's, I don't, what is it, the white cells or T cells, whatever, was it low enough where it's undetected? Because I do know of a lady whose ex had HIV, and I guess by law, because certain C cells or whatever um, wasn't detected or whatever, he didn't have to disclose that he had said thing or whatever. So was that a case too, or was this person just malicious as fuck and that's just what it was? I mean, that's what it is, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, we're gonna be talking about some pretty deep, serious shit here. I did not expect this whatsoever, but this is where we are. So I want to look up right quick here again. As a life coach, I'm big on words or whatever. So I want to look up um the dictionary for what some of these words are. So, and not just the words that we're looking up. I also like to look at the synonyms for these words too. So, what the word remorse means by definition, here I'm going to bring it up for you guys. Remorse means deep regret or guilt for a wrong committed. Okay. So here's some of the similarities, some of the similar words that goes along with that. A guilty conscience, Punctuation. What is that? Oh, compunction. Okay. Remorsefulness, ruefulness, contriteness, shame, sorrow. So I guess, yeah. So I guess you can. So I guess as one of those words is to feel a particular way for another person. In general, guilt and shame goes in there too. One of the words I was thinking of was more or less like embarrassment, but you know what I'm saying? But that word would, you know what I'm saying? But again, I don't see that word necessarily on here. Hold on. Hold on. Right, right, right. I don't know if you guys can read this, whatever, but she said he pursued me for months and acted as if he had been just tested. Um, she said, I'm the third person that I'm aware of. And no, in the state of Nebraska, you do not have to disclose your medical status. It still fits. Yep. I would consider that. I would consider that. I would 100% consider that. That's crazy. So let me ask. So are there any ramifications for this individual doing this? Like is there anything that you can do about it? I mean, as opposed to just putting his ass on Facebook and I mean would that could you even do that? Jessica, are you aware if you can do that to a person or not? Hold on. Jessica, are you there?
Okay.
All right,
I
there
don't
you
know
go.
what happened there.
None. So you can't do anything about it. It's just like, oh yeah, it just happened and that's it.
That is insane.
That's mad. That's madly crazy.
That is absolutely insane.
Like now, massively, massively, and you can't. I mean, I know back in the day, if you knew that you had that, you know what I'm saying, like that. If I'm not mistaken, it was attempted murder back in the day.
It should still be, but this is the day and age that we live in.
I mean, right, but I mean, but with medication, people living longer and all that stuff, like man, like that's crazy talk. I am so sorry that happened, man.
Yeah.
And that was their statement. Like, yep, sorry, I don't know what to tell you. That's it. I mean, better luck next time. But unfortunately, there is no next time. My son's grandmother, I don't think she has. I don't think she has HIV. I think she has AIDS, and she's been a spokesperson for that for years. Really? So if y'all lived in any other state, there would have been some type of damage where he would be in jail for that. But in this one, is this the only state where there's no consequence for doing something like that? But going back to you though, Renita, you were right about the shame. Like yeah, that I would I say yes to that as well. And here's the thing, I love hearing other people's perspectives because then that puts mine on the chopping block. And I don't mind having my shit rocked like that because man, I'm sitting there walking around thinking, no, I think one particular way on it. and it is what it is, right? Hold on, I'm sure there's others, but Iowa or Missouri, he'd be in jail. Wow. So if you did this, so if he'd have done this 5 miles away from where you are, he'd be in jail right now. If he done this 10 miles, 15 miles away from where you are, he would be in jail. That's crazy. That's crazy. And you can't put him on blast either. I'm imagining. Or can you? Because I know that there's that site that uh one of my exes was telling me about. Have you dated this guy? Something like that. Jessica, do you know what I'm talking about?
Yes, it's a Facebook group.
There's a Facebook group.
Are we
But
dating the same guy?
are we dating the same guy? Yeah, I would probably put his ass on there. Right, just across the river, right. Um, oh, she said I did. Okay.
I heard that.
She said I
Good
did.
for
Okay.
you.
Good for you, dude. Bro, I don't know who you are, but fuck you and your mama. Dead ass, bro.
Okay.
Like, are we dead? Yeah. Like, I'm just saying, thank you for telling me your truth, too. Off top. Thank you. Like, bro, you a piece of shit for that. Like, bro. And you say he doing this shit on purpose. The same guy. Dude. Hey, you know what? Genevieve, can you give me a picture of him? Man, that part. It's never gonna. Right. I'm sure that it won't. But I would personally like to see who he is, just in general. Does he still have a Facebook page? Because Lord knows, I think he's past coaching. I'm just saying, hold on. Yeah, no, for sure. I mean, here's the thing, though, dear. You have to. It's yours now. The narrative doesn't have to be yours, but everything else is. Yes, ma'am. And that is the shitty thing about ownership is that it's fucking yours. Win, lose, or draw. But again, we also get to own the narrative that go with it. This shit ain't gotta be victimizing you. Fuck that. Shit, I know my son's grandmama, she's still out here be fucking with people. But that is the first conversation she has with them. Like off top. Telling people. You know what I'm saying? But again though, man, that's crazy. All right, hold on. We're gonna kind of slide back in. Hold on, let me see. Yeah, hold on. So you want one of yes. Fuck it. I mean, like I said from the beginning that warning. This ain't what you think it is.
Wait, can you read the comment that you read?
Yes, I will read the comment. She said, "Yeah. Do you want one with a dick in his mouth? I don't know if he do it or not. I have no clue what he is or where he is. You asked for a pic. Yes, send a pic. I don't give a fuck. Send it. I still want to see what his ass look like in general. Man, you can't be out here doing weird shit like that. And that ain't even weird, bro. That's fucking criminal. Whether Nebraska claims that shit or not, that is fucking criminal.
Yeah.
That's criminal, B. You won't let people smoke weed, but you're okay with letting them affect people? Like that's okay?
With
The f-
no remorse because you
with
said
no
it to
remorse.
3 people.
No remorse. Like, what the fuck? So guess what? My stance on remorse and regret is fucking shot. I'm gonna have to go back to the drawing board and rewrite my shit out. Because of the shit that I heard here tonight, I gotta rewrite my shit. Just saying. I'm just saying, hey, you can just DM me that shit. Or whatever. I don't want Facebook. I don't know how Facebook feels about us putting people's shit on. Well, personally, I don't give a fuck, but whatever. What, 3 that are confirmed? That's crazy. Bro, you ain't shit. So here's the thing. Well, like we said before, well, it is what it is. All right, fuck him. We still hold ourselves accountable. We just gonna change the narrative. You know what? No, listen, man. She said, I didn't mean to take over your topic. Here's the thing. No, you didn't take over the topic. The topic is still the same. Your character speaks more about you sharing this shit than anything else I could have actually done or anything else I could have talked about. Right? Now, we're still on point. Fucking character is fucking character. Like if anybody can share that shit or can stand on that, it would be you. Now you didn't take over shit. Thank you for sharing your truth, yo. Yes. We're back to saying it is what it is. Now in this case, yo, you're fucking it. Like off top. Like I said, I'm grateful that you said that and that you shared your truth with us, man. Like off top. There's how many people got shit and know shit and don't say it. You
Yep.
fucking did.
Yep.
You fucking did.
And that is so brave to do because
Like,
not
dude.
everybody is comfortable living in their truth, and you're comfortable enough to share that and also open yourself up to other people that may be going through the same thing. So, yeah, thank you
Yeah.
so much
No,
for
thank
sharing
you,
that.
dude. Now you didn't take over shit. If anything, you added to the point of building a character.
Hmm.
This is how you build it. You go through some shit, you take that shit, you take it on the fucking chin, and you keep pushing.
Hmm.
Hopefully sharing that shit with the next person so that they can learn from your fuck up. And again, hopefully people can learn from your fuck up.
Hmm.
So let me ask you, Genevieve. Let me ask you, if you can go back, and I know that the if, what would you have done differently? Let's ask that. Not dead ass. She said that I pray that I allow someone else to feel okay in their own skin. Dead ass. I think that you do. So let me ask you, what would you do? What would you have done differently? Right. And now here's the thing, and I'm saying not knowing what you know today. Yes, for sure you did. Right. But I'm saying like, and again, you stated before, like that this individual acted like he had already gotten tested. Is that what you're saying? Like, so are you saying that he shows you like some fluke or some flawed test results? Because even if you go with the person or whatever, unless the doctor, unless you're in the room with that person, they bring the stuff in and they say, yeah, you can share with this person. I know because I've been through that before. Like me and person I was messing with went in and we've done that before. So like I know that you do have to state that hey, it's okay, right? Like I do know that. Hmm. She said, I would have continued to tell him no and had nothing to do with him. I should have trusted my gut. That's I
You know what? You should do a topic on that. Trusting your instincts. Because so many of us don't listen
don't
to our gut.
don't listen to ourselves. One of the things that I tell people on a consistent basis is that talking to yourself doesn't make you crazy. Not listening to yourself is.
Hmm.
That's what makes you crazy. Not listening to yourself. Motherfucker, you are the best coach, the best therapist you will ever have. Now, off top, you are. You may need a different perspective on certain shit, but dude, there's some shit that you're just gonna know, right? All right, so yeah, let's I'm gonna kind of keep going into this because I think that there is some stuff that I did right in here. Um Yachty, Benny, Shauna, y'all still here? Hmm. Yeah. Consistency and persistency. Hmm. That's crazy. All right. It's okay. Right, but you admitted your fuck up. You own that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like you own that. I mean, that's a part about taking full accountability, total responsibility for your shit. That's something that you can control. You know what I'm saying? Like you can control this. Well, I mean, what that motherfucker did, man, that shit's out of your control on what he did. And then the result of that, fuck else can you do? You know what I'm saying? No, I feel you. Do you guys agree too? Do y'all agree with that?
Oh
That this
yeah.
is that this is extreme ownership. This is that shit we were talking about before. Extreme, ridiculous fucking accountability, responsibility. Yo, like you are walking proof of that shit. LaShawn, LaShawn said acceptance is the first fucking step. Dead ass. Dead ass. Come on, B. Nah, no. Shit, but I should have, man, if I'd have known about this, I'd have put your face on this motherfucking thing. How do you walk in character? This right here, this is how you do it. Now, this is a story that I will always remember this one. What about the rest of y'all? Y'all gonna remember this? Jerry said absolutely.
Hmm.
Like, man, dude, I love you for your truth. Thank you. God damn, let me take a sip of my water. Fuck. If you wouldn't mind, Genevieve, I would love to have you on and talk about this shit too. Or whatever. I mean, we can. I mean, I won't even need to discuss anything like they have a particular topic, except for what it means to fucking walk in your shoes. Not necessarily with with said fucking disease, illness, whatever, but to walk in your truth and still walk around with your motherfucking head held high.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie to you. There's been times that, man, I done got knocked down and I'm walking around just moping and shit. And it wasn't nothing like this. You know what I'm saying? Like this right here make me want to call some people and be like, hey, man, maybe I was kind of wrong on how I left things. I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying? This is that type of shit that puts things back in perspective for you. What do you think about that, Jessica?
I agree.
What do you think about that, Shauna? Jerry? This is Yachty? Benny, like, do you think that this It's one of those things that make you guys like, okay, you know what? Maybe things aren't so bad. You know what I'm saying? I mean, again, not making a joke out of this shit by no means, but fuck. I mean, sometimes, man, you need to hear something that shakes you the fuck up. And Shauna works in the medical industry in general. And I mean, that woman has seen every case of whatever you can think of. And even she said for sure, she's not the first person I've known that this has happened to. People are fucked up and twisted just to be on some other shit. And I'm not even gonna lie to y'all, dead ass. Jessica, please fucking have my back on this. We know somebody that's fucked up enough to do some shit like this. Matter of fact, we know a couple people that are dirty enough to do this to a person. Off top, no joke. On my dead mama. I know a couple people that are fucked up enough to do some shit like this. She said, trust, I wanted to die for a long time. It took a lot out of my head. She said, hold on. It took me a lot of head work to get where I am today. Thank you for that. How long did this happen? When
Long ago.
was this a long time ago or just not long ago at all? Like about how long ago did this happen? I know that you said for a long time, but can we put a time to that? Not like a particular date, but a year, a few months, like what? Another question too, Genevieve, that I wanted to ask you is, um, since something, since this did happen, um, have you been, and again, I'm not trying to offend by no means, but have you been of service to others who have went through the same thing? Have you given back or tried to console other people who've gone through some of the same shit that you went through as well? I know when I was homeless and I went through my shit, one of the first things that I did was volunteer at the open door mission because I understood what people were going through. You know what I'm saying? And I felt that if I could shine any light, if I could be a beacon of light for people, let me do that. Let me step the fuck up and help out as much as I can. And that's what I did. And I did that for years. And then when I started to kind of see that they weren't the type of organization that I thought it was, I went to the library with a friend of mine. Actually, her name was Shauna too. And we used to give out sandwiches. And we would make hundreds of sandwiches, get bags of chips, and just pass that shit out. You know what I'm saying? Like seriously, man, we just took it upon ourselves to help people ourselves. And we did that for probably about a year and a half, something like that. So yeah. So man, I would love to apologize to y'all for for having this whole entire thing or whatever. But honestly, I think that real life beats a presentation any day of the week. Do you agree? Like that's all I'm saying. Shit, a real life conversation beats a presentation any day of the week. This is better than anything else I would have wrote up. I mean, shit, I may have to Okay, she said, if yes, that's what I'm saying. It feels good to get back. I'm like, that is the best feeling that I have ever had. It's just giving back to people that, again, even people that didn't help me. Shit, who couldn't help me. Cool, not a problem. I can help you. So let me do that. I can help you. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. Real life is real. Yes. Thank you, Shauna. You so damn right on that. And that's not platitude. By no means, man. I'm grateful for this conversation. I am grateful for this conversation and the opportunity to have it. Renita, I hope that you are okay with with us. I have not forgotten about you. I promise you I have not. And I promise you I got you. Oh my God. She said that I got my diagnosis on 9/15/21. I kept it a secret until this November. This last November. He was very good at manipulating the mind. So it took a long time to figure out what the fuck. The same week I got the diagnosis, I got my position with DHHS. I help with the community. This December 5th is when I found out that I was purposefully infected. So my healing has started all over again. I've only been out I've only been out about it since this past November when I started telling people. I am so sorry. But thank you so goddamn much.
Yeah.
Like, I'm so sorry. But fucking thank you. Like, bro. Yeah, it's great. Being a firefighter was the best time of my life. Now, that's what's up, Jerry. Shit, saving people's fucking lives? Yes. Helping people? Yes. I remember I called you a couple times, Jerry. Do you remember telling you, matter of fact, I caught you on a call and you were on your way there. If you remember that conversation, I told you I had Keith and he was still doing good, which update, I do not have him anymore. I had to ask that man to get the fuck out of my house. And I mean, we actually a lot better, without him. I still see him every day, but he's not here. Shauna says that as much shit as I talk at work, I treat my patients with respect and compassion. Compassion. Yeah, I know you do. I know. I mean, here's the thing: business is one thing, but that personal connection is still there. Again, that's going to trump any and everything. Any and everything. You know what I'm saying? That what is TGAT? What is that? Is that thank God? What now? She said I've sat and cried with families quite a few times. And this is Lashana who said that. Like, yeah, and the cool thing is about you working at DHHS is that there's so much help that you can give, not only from a professional standpoint, but a personal one. I mean, should you talk about what happened to you? Oh, okay, I remember that. Okay. Sorry about that. Okay, yep. That, okay, sorry. Yep, I see that. But yeah, no, um, no, like that's crazy. Like damn, like talk. Jessica, what when you hear something like this, what is the first thing that pops into your mind?
The first thing that pops into my mind is that person needs their ass beat. That's the first thing that pops into my mind.
Hmm. See, the first thing that pops into my head is prison, or worse, especially when you do it on purpose. You know, but one of the things that, and again, maybe it's a platitude, I don't know, but I do believe this, even if it is a platitude, is that hurt people. People that are already hurting so goddamn bad don't give two shits about what they do to somebody else.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's dirty as fuck. Like I'm not gonna lie to you. I want to see what this dude looks like. I want to see this man. I want to see him. Like I want to. I'm now I'm gonna pursue a picture of this motherfucker until I get it. Give me a name. I'll look him up myself. Matter of fact, we ain't even gotta put it on here. Send it to my DM. I want to see this dude. Like so, I want to see the type of man. You said if I'm being honest, I'm a farm kid. I want to. Oh wow, she said I want to hang and skin him, but that's not right. Who says
I
that's
don't
not?
know. Who said it's
Who
not right?
who
Yeah.
said that's not right?
Let's go.
Shit. Who said that's not right?
We ride at dawn. That's how I feel when
Yes.
I first hear about
Shit.
shit like that.
Who
Let's
said that's who
go.
said that's not right? Again, ladies and gentlemen, I'm the wrong coach if you're thinking that man, that's not where we need to go. Bullshit. Who said that's not right? I mean, I know you got kids and shit, so like, yeah, it wouldn't even be worth it. But who said that wasn't right? Shit. Even Shauna said, I want to see his ass too. She said, yeah, I want to see that. I'm like, oh, fuck that. We need to lay eyes right. That's what I'm saying. She said, no, we need to lay eyes on this motherfucker. We gotta see him
Hmm.
off top. What type of monster would do this shit to a person and not give a fuck?
Somebody with no core values,
None at all. No integrity.
no
Char-
integrity, no
character is
character,
fucking
no
shot to
ethics,
shit.
nothing.
Nothing.
But
Hey,
and the crazy
hey,
part
we
is
get
it
that.
happens.
We get that. Here's the thing, and I get it. Two wrongs don't make it right. I totally get that. But all I'm saying is that you said that you would like to, and all I'm saying is that you're not wrong to feel that way.
Hmm.
By no means. I think that it's wrong to sit there and be like, well, you know, it happened. It's whatever. Fuck that. And that's some shit that you get on Grand Theft Auto and go in on motherfuckers.
Anger is a stage of grief,
Shit,
so it's okay to be
it's a,
angry.
yes, yes, it is a stage of goddamn grief. So if shit, if what's her name? If Alice, what is her name? Elizabeth something Ross or Laws, whatever her name is. Shit, what is it? The 7 stages of grief? Yes, that is one. You know what I'm saying? Wanting to clip this motherfucker. There's nothing wrong with you for thinking that. Yeah, and it ain't gotta always be you. She said somebody has to break the cycle. Right. Obviously, he didn't break it. Especially when you're doing this shit to multiple women. And here's the problem. If somebody has to break the cycle, the state doesn't give a fuck. The state says, well, I don't know what to tell you. You know, and I get that you can't act, and I get that. I do. I understand. And I know you got some crazy anger about that. Like, dude, yeah, you are. Jerry said you are so amazingly and strong. Very amazing. Very, I goddamn agree. I believe that anyway. which I had stated that anyway. You cool as shit. You've always been cool as fuck. I'm just saying though, I don't think that you should ever. I don't want to say feel remorse or whatever it is. What it is. I mean, especially looking at the word. But dude, uh, when I think about this for you, I think anger. I don't think I don't think remorse. I think anger. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you do that shit to somebody on purpose. If you do it on accident and you just didn't know, that's one thing, Genevieve. But you out here, you did it to multiple people. No, no. I ain't gonna lie to you. I need a donut.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, but I mean, because I haven't. I'm just saying, I'm like, type 2 diabetic. I'm just saying, I need a donut. That's crazy. That's crazy. So yeah, anyway, dude, what do you do with this? I know you do. She said, I feel all the feels. Yeah, she said, I feel all the feels. I know you do. So let me ask you, Genevieve, for somebody going through something like this, and somebody who's putting it back. Excuse me. For somebody who's putting it back together, what advice do you got? What advice do you have for us going forward in general? Whether it pertains to being angry, whether it pertains to what happened to you, whether I mean, should have you forgiven him? I'm sitting here talking about myself. Fuck me. I'm sorry. Let me talk about you. Have you forgiven him? Is that why you feel? Hey, no, I'm a farm girl. This is what I would do, but I'm good on that. Have you forgiven it? I know a lady, one of my good friends. Her name is T, and her son was murdered some year, probably about 4 years ago, I believe. He was sitting in his car, and some kids was doing some initiation, started dumping through the window, and shot that young man and unalived him. Anytime I start talking about my anger, she always tells me, yes, but you gotta let it go. And I'm sitting there like, man, fuck that, this, that, and the other. And she tells me, and I have to remember at that point who I'm talking to. So when my friend T tells me, hey, calm that shit, chill out on that, I listen because she knows what she's talking about. And I'm more susceptible to listening to a person that's been there, done that, who's walked it, and in your case, still walking it. So I'm willing to more or less put my shit aside and listen to what you have to say, which I'd have listened to you anyway, because we had that type of relationship in general. But she says, hold on, no, I have not forgotten. No, she said, I have not forgiven him yet. She said, I haven't even forgiven myself yet. Hmm. Hmm. Okay. I get that. I mean, I think that, again, I mean, maybe it's platitude speaking. Fuck, I don't know. But she said, I just take it as it comes. Sometimes it's not pretty. Sometimes it's just life. I'm doing the best that I can. No one can take my smile. There it is. There it is. Renita said, yeah, you do what you have to do to let that anger go. Otherwise, the person still has that same control over you and over your life. Shit, come on, man. Oof. Oof. I want to. Let me. let me hold on. Let me show y'all. I want to show you guys something right quick. Cause this is that type of sharing. This is that type of shit that this is that type of shit that makes a motherfucker really look at this. This is the reason why I was putting on this thing right here when I put day 7. Jessica, you see this? Y'all, do y'all see this? Day 7 of 100 live. And the one thing I said was live coaching, training, and learning. This is what the fuck I'm talking about. This is that learning aspect that I'm talking about. I don't know everything. I don't. I got a bunch of certifications. I got a whole bunch of know how. I got wisdom like you wouldn't believe. But this right here, this is where I shut the fuck up and listen. This is where I have this whole entire thing planned for what we're going to talk about and this and the other. And some shit like this pops up. And I put my shit aside and I listen to this. This is that thing. Yachty, you still with me? Yachty is has been a bit of a pupil uh, for me. She works at the store that I own, and I'm always giving her tidbits of information all the time. Yachty, this is what I'm talking about. This is when I tell you that when you step when you put your shit down because you listen to somebody else. No, 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 no. Don't be sorry. Don't be no. Don't be sorry, Genevieve. Don't be sorry. Now this is some life shit that 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 we needed to fucking hear. Don't be sorry. No, no, no. Don't be sorry. Don't do that. No, we own this shit. I could have said, oh, hey, thank you for sharing. Get the push. No. Motherfucker, I feel and I felt in my heart of hearts that you needed to talk. So fucking talk. This is your time. I'm I may be facilitating this motherfucker, but this right here, that no, yo. No. No. Like, yeah, no, look at everybody stepping up for you. No. Don't be fucking sorry. Don't be. No, I love you for this. Thank you. I, I could talk about the rest of this shit tomorrow and still be on point. Today, this is, man, I appreciate you sharing this, man. I'm like, thank you so much. But Yachty, this is that shit that I be telling you about. That when somebody comes along and they humble you, you always wondering, like, who the fuck humbles me? Shit like this. This humbles me. This is what gets me to shut the fuck up and listen. This is the shit that changes my perspective on shit. Tonight, y'all taught me some shit. That even Jerry said, no, fuck. No. You're right. Fuck no. You don't get to say sorry about this one. Shit, no, thank you. Renita said, no need for an apology because I also felt, thank you. She said, I also felt your need to share. No, I appreciate this. I don't think you were here with us last night, Jenny. I don't think you were here with us at all. And it was crazy, man, because we were talking to Renita about, hey, we're gonna do some coaching tomorrow. That's what we were talking about today or whatever. That's why I'm like, hey, Renita, we probably gonna have to get to this, at like probably tomorrow, or even if I just have to call you on some humbug shit, and we can just do it kind of, as a one-off type thing or whatever. That'd be cool too. Um, nah, man, I appreciate you. I appreciate you, Renita, for for hearing this and saying, no, I felt that you need to share this. No, thank you for that. So is there, and again, let me ask you again, and please reiterate if you need to, what is it that you would, again, you've already told us what we could take from this or whatever. Is there anything that we can do for you? Again, I don't fucking know what it would be. I mean, is it to share your story? Is it just to shut the fuck up and listen? Um, well, what do you think, Jess? Like, what other? I mean, I'm kind of at a loss for words, which is crazy as fuck because I'm always talking. Um, Renita, Jerry, Yachty, Shauna. Um, is there anything that we can do? Like, I mean, shit, I don't know. I've never been in a situation like this before, so like, you know what I'm saying? I'm also that guy that if I say, hey, is there anything I can do? Like, like what's? Oh shit, hold on. I got some private tabs in here. Hold on. Oh, okay. No, yeah, no, thank you. Thank you. Shit, I know that years ago when I had shit when I had to clap, I was like, what? I was what? I was what? I was 20, 21. I told that motherfucker like I thought I you'd have thought that. Oh man, I was calling her all kinds of motherfucking names and all kinds of shit. The nurse is like, no, all you need to do is just take this goddamn drink. Don't do anything. Shit, I mean, man, and then guess what? Then I remember that ODB, old dirty bastard, was talking about him being burned before too. And then I'm like, well, maybe it's not so bad. She said, okay, here, hold on. Genevieve said, I'll tell you, it was a great eye opener for my kids. And yes, it can happen to you. Yeah, no, 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 no. I 100% agree. 100% agree. Okay, cool. And I like that too, Renita. Renita said, yeah, man, just be a supportive ear. And I could do that all day. Jerry said the same thing, just listen and be supportive. Yes, ma'am, I can surely do that. Shauna just said support. Yeah, that's the man. Look at this. I should change this motherfucker. I should I should change this thing to Genevieve's truth. God damn. How y'all feeling? I'm not gonna lie to you. I feel perplexed. I feel good for hearing this. I feel shitty for like I mean for you, my friend. You know what I'm saying? Like fucking and again I think that we were just talking not long ago and I was reminiscing about you telling me about that guy that fucking stiffed you. I mean you did all that shit for him. And then, you know what I'm saying, when you were working at Village Inn and you know what I'm saying, he just walked off like, all right, thanks. Like that was your fucking job. You know what I'm saying? You're working at HOH and then working at Village Inn to make ends meet. This dude's making fucking $20,000 a month. A month. And Genevieve, no, I'm not lying. She'll tell you I'm not bullshitting. Dead ass, no joke. This dude was making 20 some thousand dollars a month. And, and you're right. I did ask for an example. I don't want to say be careful what you wish for because I think that this was an amazing thing. And again, it was an eye opener. I don't think I could have created or said anything better than this. Think about anything that I would have said to y'all in 2 days, you gonna forget. This conversation right here, you'll remember this for the rest of your life. So no, I appreciate. Matter of fact, let me chill. Let me. Oh, damn it. Hold on. No, I said that. No, she said you're the one who asked for the example. I appreciate it. I didn't necessarily think that we were going here, but now that we're here, fuck it. Let's. I'm already out the car. I'm sitting on the bench with the rest of y'all. You know what I'm saying? I like that. She said you're gonna need another platform for supporting one another. Is all. I agree. I agree. I agree. Damn man, this is some deep shit. How you feeling, Benny? You still here? Yachty, how you feeling, dear? She's gonna be like, damn, fearless. Every time I'm around you, bro, I'm always learning something, whether it's from you or somebody that you have around you. I'm always learning something. Okay, what time is it? Let me fuck it. Nah, we appreciate that. Jesse, you still here? Or you tipped out?
No, I'm still here.
Oh, okay. Do you have anything that you wanna add before we close out for the night?
I mean, again, I always enjoy hearing people's stories and perspectives, and I love it here. So I appreciate Genevieve sharing her truth. So, and everyone that chimed in to support her, and I love it.
Nah, but so do I, man. Yeah, this is I hope that this is not the first show that we do where um um where it's all about me. If that makes any sense. Right. When I became a life coach in general, like I became one literally not to help other people, but to help myself because I was fucking struggling. Like I was going through all kinds of shit, you know? And so I did it to help myself. And then later on I found that I was pretty good at it. And because I had to help me. And again, like I said before, just kind of looking at this thing with you, it's kind of like, man, this I I don't mind segments like this that give give the microphone to you. And I just ask questions and I bounce it off of you. So she said I took psychology. Tell myself, yeah, I think that a lot of us do. Shit, Yachty walked into my bookstore one day and I had just hired a person. No, I just let a person go, and Yachty just walked into my store and asked me like, "Hey, are you guys hiring um by any chance?" And I'm like, what did I say to you? I'm like, not really, but come back on Friday or something like that. And she's been riding with us, been taking this journey with me ever since, man. Like she's what I'm saying? Like she's an amazing individual, man. She's kind of like that she's she's a she's kind of like that fly on the wall. There's a buzz, this buzzing. Buzz, buzz, just always there, just watching, learning. I don't know what the future holds for you, Yachty, but I think it's gonna be something pretty amazing. Hold on, I'm gonna invite guys back. But anyway, so Jessica apparently got kicked off again. All right, guys, man, I think I'm gonna probably call this one a night if you guys are okay with that. Let me know if you could. If y'all want to keep going, we can keep going. I can talk. The presentation I have right now, I just run this shit tomorrow or whatever. I think that, like I said, I think that this one right here is. I'm a probably Genevieve. If you don't mind, can I change the name of this of um like real talk with Genevieve? Can I call it that? If you say no, then it's a fucking no. But you know what I'm saying? But if I can, I would just call it that. Like day 9 of 10 would be real talk with Genevieve. Because this one was yours. This one was not mine. All right, see you later, Jessica. Good night, Shauna. Is that okay? I mean, if Genevieve, if you don't want me to, I won't. Or matter of fact, you know what? I'll just put real talk, real conversation. I'll do that. All right, you guys. All right, yeah, I'll just put real conversations or whatever. I'll just put that. That'll be better. So then we don't have to put anybody's name, call anybody out, no, any of that. Or whatever, man. I appreciate all of you guys, including you, Genevieve. Thank you so much, dear. Jerry, I will see you hopefully sometime soon. I'm gonna need to see some pictures of your little boys. What is it, Max and what is it? Max and what? What are the boys' names? Good night. It's Ben and Max. Yeah, okay. Max and Ben. Okay. I could not remember. See, I remember Max because of Maximilian. How are the boys though, Jerry? How are the boys doing? They have to be what, 5, 6 years old now? 5 or 6? All right, looks like we have a few more people in. I'm Yachty, I think I'm get out of here. So I was just talking to Jerry, asking him about how old the boys were or whatever. Now, hold on. Yeah. Okay. Now we can surely do that. All right, you guys, man, it was a great one. Oh, 7. They're 7 years old. Okay, thank you. All right, see now I can go now. All right, guys, I'll see you tomorrow. All right, bye bye.